We are still more than a year away from the 2024 NHL draft, yet we've seen the top end of the draft practically solidify itself with two superstar forwards really making names for themselves in Macklin, Celebrini and Cole Eiserman. And at the U18 World Juniors so far, we have seen them light the tournament up, but specifically Cole Eiserman is fascinating for the records he is breaking with Team USA. But just how good is Cole Eiserman? Can he be the next Auston Matthews, an electric American? Make sure you watch till the end for the full prospect analysis and hit that subscribe button if you're new for more hockey content every single day, just like this. You don't want to miss out. Now, coming into the U18s, most of the consensus was that Macklin Celebrini would be the most likely top prospect in the 2024 draft. Another kid from British Columbia, just like Connor Bedard, ripping things up. But 5'11", 181 pounds, a June birthday just like Bedard. He'd been playing for the Chicago Steel this last year, and in his rookie season got 86 points in 50 games. And the World Juniors so far for Team Canada has looked pretty good, getting 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points in 3 games played. And for a 16-year-old in a U18 tournament, he's been phenomenal. Now, he's going to be playing in the NCAA of Boston University this next year, which is going to be electric. But Celebrini is going to be an amazing story, and already has been. But what Cole Eiserman is doing has been on a completely different level. Now, Celebrini, who's 2 months older than Cole Eiserman, has 5 points in 3 games in the U18s of Canada. But Cole Eiserman so far has been doing legendary things as a player that's extremely close to being a 2025 draft eligible. When we look at all players in the U18 World Juniors so far, here is Cole Eiserman first place in goals. You can see in 4 games, 8 goals up to this point, and tops in the entire tournament as well in shots. 23 shots in 4 games so far with the US, and it's just insanity. I mean, Ryan Leonard, who's 18, by the way, and is his teammate, is the only one close to him with 6 goals in 4 games. But Cole Eiserman has already proved that he's the best goal scorer in this tournament, bar none, and he's done that really throughout his entire career thus far. This is going to be a player that turns into one of the best goal scorers in the NHL, and there's so many reasons why. And to show you just how well Cole Eiserman is doing, of course, at 16 years old, 5'11", 192 pounds, you look at what he's done just in the past couple of years. And this year as a 16-year-old. With the U17 team, he had 43 goals in 42 games, 72 points. When you look at the U18 team, he had 23 goals playing on the U18 team in 16 games, and the USHL 28 goals in 32 games and 44 points in those games. When you look at the World Hockey Championship, 12 goals, 20 points in 7 games, and the U18 World Juniors, again, as a 16-year-old, has 8 goals, 9 points in 4 games. So when we count all of those numbers up, at 16 years old, Cole Eiserman has 59 goals at the U18 level to 52 games. This is extraordinary. Nobody really is doing what Cole Eiserman is doing or has done before. Cole Eiserman, as a 16-year-old, is already close to Cole Caulfield's 72 goal mark for the most in a USDP year history. And of course, Cole Caulfield had that in his draft year. Cole Eiserman is doing this at 16 years old, and he doesn't even turn 17 until friggin' August. And you look as well at what Cole Eiserman can do. This is in his first goal with Latvia of the tournament, and you can see just the puck, the give and go. James Hagen's another great player, but that snipe by Cole Eiserman, in any spot, he can score, and he's proved that throughout the entire tournament. And this view is absolutely electric. Look when he gets the puck, just how quick it's off his stick and into the net. Just like that, it's a goal for the US. It's 1-0, and Eiserman is on the board. But that quickness is just electric, man. And you can see this goal by the US starting in a game versus Norway, which would lead to a hat trick. Some great movement, and Eiserman will never, ever make a mistake on that play. You can see later just that position. The way he's able to get on his knee for that one-timer in a pretty sharp angle, he can score from anywhere, and he's proving that again, right there along the red line. He's right there ready for the pass. And this was Cole Eiserman's second of the game. He gets it right from the face-off, boom, into the net. That shot is just incredible. It's just unbelievable. And the goalies are just not able to even track it. Once he gets it, it's into the net. And Eiserman continues to just make zero mistake. I mean, again, just look at that. And then this goal was just absolutely the cream of the crop to set up the hat trick. An absolutely unbelievable pass there. But look at the positioning by Eiserman. The positioning on the one-timer is what's most important. Leaving his legs out and then just cranking that shot with the whip with the wrister. It's just absolutely tantalizing. And there's almost just no way to stop it. Right up on the roof, and it's 7-1 USA. And in Cole Eiserman's first 2 games, he had 5 goals, 6 points, but he would not stop scoring. In a huge game versus the Finns, the US were tied on the power play. This pass was perfect, but then Cole Eiserman with an absolute rocket. And this is why you feed Cole Eiserman the puck. You just look at the replay here and just how quick it was off his stick and into that. It's just unfair what Cole Eiserman can do. I mean, this is just unbelievable. By the way, Lane Hutson's brother, Cole Hutson, not too bad there, but just the quickness and the absolute perfect form on the one-timer, it's just impossible to stop. And countless times, every single game, he's on the board. And then you have this game versus the Swiss, and again, when we look at Cole Eiserman, loves to score in these first periods. A little bit of a break here, some great passing, but Eiserman, perfect placement on the 5-hole, and as you can see right before he goes for the shot, there's not a lot of room there, just under the stick and the pad, but Eiserman is just a sharpshooter in every single way. And this next goal against the Swiss is, to me, one of the most important ones he's scored of the tournament, not because of the game, because the US were obviously going to win this, but with a minute to go in the third, Cole Eiserman has shown, obviously so far in this tournament, that he can score from anywhere, score from any different direction. But he's not afraid to get physical. He's not afraid to score in the dirty areas. And this is where the Auston Matthews comparable is going to come a little bit. But as you can see, you get Hagen's coming in right there, right at the start. And it's just a scramble in front of the net. But coming in was Cole Eiserman to make it 4-0 US. Not afraid to get in that goal mouth, get right in the crease, and bury goals. And that's what to me is also important about Eiserman's game. Just a fearlessness offensively and a total confidence that wherever he goes, he's going to be able to score. Getting that loose puck, just perfect. And it's 4-0 USA. And this is just incredible. This coming from Chris Peters. Cole Eiserman with 2 goals through 1 period against Switzerland. He is now at 8 in the tournament, not quite 4 full games played, which of course he would reach. He's also now up to 68 goals in the full season total. Cole Caulfield's single season record of 72 goals is certainly in jeopardy now. We talked about it earlier about Cole Caulfield's goal record. That, again, was in his draft year. Right now, Cole Eiserman, as a 16-year-old, is just 4 goals away from that. And we remember just how incredible, absolutely elite of a goal scorer that Cole Caulfield was in his rookie year. And obviously how good of a goal scorer he's become already. A full year behind, Cole Eiserman is pretty much at that same level. Yeah. Also from the U.S. National Development Team Twitter account, they say that with a goal against Finland, Cole Eiserman hit 100 points and sits behind Jack Hughes for most points in a season by a U17 player. And of course, this was before the 2 goals against Switzerland, but it just shows how insane he has been. Not only Jack Hughes has been more impressive. Now, what's interesting is that Cole Eiserman has gotten a lot of comparisons to Auston Matthews, but checking back when they were both U17 players, you can see with Matthews back in 2014, his points with the USDP, both of the U17 team and the U18 team, and even in the U18 World Juniors. He was a point per game there, only 5 goals in 7 games, but Eiserman being compared to Matthews has that big total of 8 goals in 4 games played. The tournament is far from over, and it's a tournament that, knock on wood, the US are likely to win, and Eiserman's going to be likely a huge part of that. But already Eiserman has far surpassed what Matthews has done as a 16-year-old player. And obviously we'll have to see what he does in the future. But what he's done so far has been just marvelous. And again, against players that he's been compared to, he's actually surpassed. Now, there was also this article on the U18 World Juniors page saying Eiserman shoots for the top, saying that Cole Eiserman loves Sidney Crosby's all-around game and Alexander Ovechkin's one-timer, but the elite 2006 US sniper doesn't hesitate when asked which NHLer's style most closely resembles his own. Watching Auston Matthews as an American who's dominating the league is awesome, said the 16-year-old Massachusetts native who wears jersey number 34 like his role model. I think I play like Auston Matthews, just a guy who can score kind of from anywhere and can stick handle a little bit and make plays. And says it's a lofty comparison, but it's also one that Eiserman is living up to in the IIHF Ice Hockey U18 World Championship. His potential to be a number 1 overall pick in the 2014 NHL draft is plain to see. What's positively frightening for opposing goalies, at least, is that the speedy Eiserman has already exceeded Matthews' rate of U18 World's goal production at the same age. In 2014, the Leafs superstar made his IIHF debut in the gold medal winning US squad and scored 5 goals in 7 games. And you see what Eiserman has done, 8 goals in 4 games, just absolutely electric. His role model is Auston Matthews, though, and it's plainly obvious to see why. Just the positioning and the way he's able to mold his one-timer and that wrist shot and the way he's able to get in every single area of the ice and score, and the confidence he has in that physically. That's the type of traits that Matthews has in droves, and Eiserman, I can absolutely see becoming the same type of player and the same level of player as well. Some other interesting notes as well. He was playing with Shattuck St. Mary's, and last year with the legendary Minnesota Prep School at age 15, he racked up 56 goals in 53 games for the U18 squad. The only two 15-year-olds ever to score more goals in a season there were Crosby, 72 goals in 57 games, and Jonathan Toews with 64 goals in 70 games. So, not the worst type of comparables in the world. Now, what's also super interesting is that both Macklin, Celebrini, and Cole Eiserman played at St. Mary's, and saying that Celebrini is my best friend. I did everything with him at Shattuck, and both of those products, both of those guys have now risen up the ranks and are the best prospects in the 2024 NHL draft, and I see no signs of that stopping, and will be rivals for each other in the 2024 draft for that first overall spot. Both are absolutely electric, and even though there might be some people leaning towards Cole Eiserman, perhaps, both of them are going to be elite franchise NHL players, and it's going to be a heck of a battle right to the very end. But what do you guys think of Cole Eiserman and what he's done so far at the U18 World Juniors? Let us know down below. Do you think he's the next Auston Matthews? How good do you see him being in the NHL? And of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more hockey prospect talk just like this. Share the video with all the hockey fans you guys know online, and click this card up here for all my hockey prospect content right in one playlist. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and goodbye.